Hey everybody, it's LP Master 6, and actually, so welcome back. Last time we did the Swamp Palace, and I didn't die or do that badly at all. We just kind of got tired, and kind of like we are right now, kind of tired, so the videos probably aren't going to be that good, but you guys will get over it. It'll be okay.
Swamp Palace just, it was the fucking treasure field that drained me.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So actually, we were talking about A Link to the Past, and Galen brought up a very good point. Because you know how I've been a little too harsh on it, and as much as I love the game, I just think it's inferior to what came before and after it.
Where are we
not
going?
All the time, and not...
Jason, what are you doing?
Oh.
You need to be in the Dark World for that.
Oh.
What?
Good point.
Wait a second, go back to your items.
What? Why are you confused?
You don't have the hook shot bombos. You are missing a lot. You don't have any crystals. Did you delete all the restore points?
Uh-huh. I did, actually.
Oh my god, no! No!
Oh my god. Hey, we're back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to, just redo Skullwoods and Thieves Town. I'm sorry. Wait.
No.
That's not what I meant.
That's not what you meant at all. No. So.
I had to redo Palace of Darkness and Swamp Palace. And then, fun fact, so after recording these videos, yeah, the audio got destroyed, so I did the next three
and it's already
dungeons.
fucking up.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry, this is post-commentary, everybody's favorite. And
I mean,
this is a fresh, hot take. We're doing it on the first take. I'm really sick of looking at this next dungeon.
I know, right?
Because of how many times the capture card freaks up.
Freaks up, really?
Yeah, there we get the... I'm not saying a bad word on my channel. That's
what the fuck are you talking about?
So yeah, and then it cuts out and we lose the entirety of the first part of Skullwoods, which is the only dungeon in the game with an overworld component. Shit, I thought post-commentary was going to be a lot easier. So anyway, I'll just continue what I was saying originally. So Galen brought up a good point about how, oh yeah, I have no idea what I was doing here.
I think I was waiting for... I think that was me playing and waiting for you to sit down.
I don't think so.
Or maybe singing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh well.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, so this also a dungeon has several instances. That's its whole gimmick.
You mean entrances?
What did I say?
Instances?
Did I say instances?
Yes.
Did I really?
You really did.
That is very frustrating.
Yeah, not as frustrating as having to do this again. I have to watch you play through the fucking Ice Palace again.
I'm not.
And defend it constantly.
Okay.
Because you're a goddamn contrarian. Anyway.
But we'll get to that later.
Yes.
So he was bringing up a good point about, how I'm negative about this game compared to other games, even though he does not realize it, that I adore this game. And
you don't seem like you adore it.
Okay, I love every Nintendo game, probably more than most people who love each specific series does. I'm a very positive person. I'm just saying in relation to other Zelda games, like I give a lot of praise to Zelda 2. Because everybody complains about Zelda 2. And yes, I agree.
Because you're a fucking contrarian.
I agree with a lot of the complaints, and I brought that up. But I want to emphasize its good points, because I want people to see the other side, instead of just taking what everybody says for fact. When did I... Okay, I just got the map, and now we're leaving.
I don't even know what you're really doing, to be honest.
I'm following your directions here, so... Yeah, he gave me the directions of what entrances to go in, and I don't complete the map for this dungeon, so I'm a failure.
Because it's a fucking nightmare to complete Skullwoods.
I mean, not really. I never
really
had that bad of a time. It just would have been time consuming, and we had already, we had 5 failed recordings of this, and then the commentary failed. So it was really unpleasant.
This dungeon's fucking cursed, man.
But like, I want to like everybody
Why are you
talks about
swiping at the spark there?
I don't know. I really have no idea. I don't know why I play this game the way I do. Or any game for that matter. If you go back and don't focus on my commentary at all and you just look at the gameplay for any game I've done, it makes no sense. Except for maybe Earthbound Beginnings. That's the only one that makes sense, but that's because it's an RPG.
So is Pokemon going to be the same way?
Oh no, hell no. Pokemon's going to be ridiculous.
Pokemon's going to be me. Why are you doing that?
Actually, you can't stay the whole time in Pokemon. I've had 4 people ask me to do Pokemon.
I'm sitting in with everybody, though.
You can't stay the whole time. We have established this. You can be there for the multiplayer. This is not the time. I'm getting off topic. Okay. So, anyway, for a link to the past...
Isn't that what the point of post-commentary is, though?
I mean, kind of. But I started this sentence. I don't want to leave people hanging. So, with a link to the past, I like to point out some of the more negative aspects, even though I appreciate all the positive aspects. I just want people to see that it's not perfect.
And no one says it's perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. Fucking nice.
Lots of people say this game is perfect. Are you kidding me? What do you mean nobody says it's perfect?
Well, I don't agree with the people who say it's perfect.
Okay, I know
No game in existence is perfect.
I'm just saying, I disagree with that.
What game is perfect? Name one. Name a game that's perfect, and not one of your fucking troll answers. Name a game that you legitimately think is absolutely perfect.
I mean, we played it together on this channel. Donkey Kong Jr. Math?
That's a troll answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't play it with me. Donkey Kong Jr. plus Junior Math lesson. Ooh, pinball. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that game.
That doesn't count because pinball is...
It's a game.
You are...
There's no negatives to it whatsoever unless you are just not a pinball fan. Which you could say about any game. Perfect game is contained within...
Oh my god! My fucking shoulder!
I elbowed his shoulder while scratching my eye.
Jesus fucking
Sorry,
Christ.
I apologize. This is
I can't
really
feel
good.
my arm.
This is really good commentary. This is so much better than the Skullwoods commentary.
It actually is, to be perfectly honest.
Those are Wall Masters. I don't know what to introduce and what not to introduce because, you know, those are Gibdos. You remember those from Zelda 1, and you remember Wall Masters from Zelda 1. They take you to the entrance of the dungeon. That's a bunny beam. I don't know if we've seen those yet, but they...
I think this is the first time they appear.
Yeah, okay, they turn you into a bunny. No, I think they're called rabbit beams, actually. Anyway...
I've always called them Dark World beams.
Well, that's not what they're called. Sorry. Get over it. You freaking... Anyway, so, you brought up a good point when I was talking about all that, and he said, you remember that one Herbie movie that Lindsay Lohan starred in? I swear to God, why was Lindsay Lohan the star of a Herbie movie? And then we were talking about how the best Lindsay Lohan movie is The Parent Trap. But for some reason, whenever I think of Lindsay Lohan movies, I also think of that Farrah Fawcett movie. I think it was Farrah Fawcett, where she plays this woman who's a rich bitch, and she's on this boat with her asshole husband, and she falls off the boat, and then she gets recovered by some crew, and she has amnesia. And this poor guy with 2 kids, single dad, whose wife died, they met briefly, and he saw her at the little police station thing, and he pretended that she was his wife, and of course she didn't remember because she had amnesia. Blah blah blah. They start spending time together, and when she finally recovers her memory, when she sees her husband again, she's like, "Oh my God, you lied to me!" But of course they end up together in the end. Spoilers. My mom could tell you the name of that movie. I couldn't. Just like While You Were Sleeping, my mom has seen that movie over 50 times because I've seen it at least 20, and it's been out for longer than I've been alive. It's a pretty good romantic... Ooh, it's got freaking Peter Gabriel... Not Peter Gabriel. Who's that?
I know the name.
Frank. Frank from... His real name's Peter. Peter Boyle? Is that it?
I don't know.
Frank from Everybody Loves Raymond, the old guy.
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? You don't
I haven't
remember
watched that.
Frank?
I haven't watched that show since I was like fucking 7.
That's a show I need to watch all the way through. There's a lot of shows I need to watch all the way through. I don't really know what to say about this game.
Well, let's just talk. Let's just talk.
I know I'm ready to get to that point. Anytime I make a video, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to finish talking about the game so I can talk about whatever I want. But I'm always have to be conscious. The fire rod, it is the dungeon item, and it is just like the ice rod, except more useful because more enemies are susceptible to it.
Well, you know that if you smash an enemy with the hammer while it's frozen, you get a full magic decanter, right?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. That's the whole reason I trashed the commentary. It was a ruse, just because we forgot to bring that up. So I thought we'd redo the whole commentary.
And that here you are, just fucking determined to get across this gap.
Oh yeah, this is when he said
You got confused about something I said.
He said something else like, what is he talking about? There's like a secret room beneath one of those skulls or something. It turns out he said a completely different word, and I was confused. So now that we have the fire rod, we can go straight to the boss, which is what we're going to do. Spoilers, sorry. Oh, that joke's not funny. None of my jokes are funny.
Fair point.
I've had a few funny jokes. I can't remember what they are.
Yeah, your channel.
Yeah? That's a self-contained joke. I see, I was going to bed last night, right? After I've been doing college work for like 3 days straight. My back has just been slowly getting worse. I got my health insurance back, in case I haven't mentioned that yet. And I'm waiting on my former roommate, Grant, to contact his family, who all of his family members are in the medical profession, except his dad, who's a gas man.
A what?
Like natural gas. Like,
oh.
Yeah, he's a gas man.
That's not what I would call
He's
it.
the gas.
Oh! It did kill itself on those fucking spikes.
Really?
Yes. I have no idea why. It might have gotten, like, stuck?
Oh, I'd like to prove my knowledge that Galen knew like half of the keys in the dungeon. I remember the vast majority of the keys on my own without his instruction.
Good for you.
So that really proves
I'm
the LP master.
I never use keys in Skullwood.
Well, I mean, here we go.
Straight to.
This is the big dead ant. This is what I like to. Oh, I thought it was unnecessary. Oh, because I didn't have the compass, and I was like, I don't have the compass. I want to go back, even though I don't need it because I mean, come on, you need the compass for 100%. That's pretty much universally declared. Not that makes it useful, but filling out the map is debatable. Compass required. And he said, I don't remember where the compass is. And I said, I do.
Oh, yeah, from the failed recording.
Uh-huh.
I was really hoping you just hit Bombas there again, just for no reason.
I'm not surprised. I kill like every enemy in this game for no reason. We are also watching this on the tiny version of the Movie Maker screen, because one time I tried syncing, I think it was Pinball Part 1, and it kept lagging when it was in full preview screen. So that was not going to work.
Your computer is like literal trash, so...
That is true. My computer is complete garbage. It won't run OBS. Okay, well here's why I lost the commentary while we're on that subject. So, I was downloading Canvas, which is like Blackboard, if you've ever heard of that. It's the UT Martin like app. It's where you do everything online. You upload assignments, you do online classes there. It's called Canvas. So I was downloading that on my phone, the actual app, so I could upload a video from my phone, a test video project for Japanese class, which I completed this morning. And my professor said, cute cats. Anyway, so then Apple was like, oh, type in your password, but it like deletes my password every time because it doesn't like it. It says it's not a valid password, like it's not strong enough, but it accepts it anyway. But then it doesn't save it. It only lets me use it the first time. And this is a free app. So I'm like, why do I have to type this in? I change the settings every time to where I don't have to type in the password to install a free app.
Because Apple's shit?
Yeah, and so, okay, no problem. Then we recorded the next day. Right? And then
didn't we record some that night?
No. It was the next day.
Okay.
It was the night after. It was at night. Well, in the evening. And then the day after that, I'm like, okay, why one of these not mail? And so I was sitting in my vehicle, which I do for 2.5 hours every day. 3 hours that day, because that was Monday. Was it Monday or Wednesday? Today's Friday. And so I went to my mail to see what was wrong because I couldn't email the commentary files to myself to download on my computer. And I was like, oh yeah, this is where I die outside of the dungeon. Because, the overworld component doesn't count. If you die in a dungeon, which I haven't shown yet, you start in the dungeon. So I had to go back, try to find some fairies. I went in Kakariko Well and thought there were fairies there, and I was really disappointed there were no fairies in there, so I just came straight to the dungeon. He was outside smoking a cigarette. So then I was like, okay, what's the problem? And it says, iCloud password incorrect. So I go to sign out. It says, if you sign out, everything on your phone will be deleted. You will have to restore from the last backup. And it wouldn't let me back up. So I was like, okay, you know what, fine. I just won't use my phone. I'll plug in my phone to my computer, to iTunes, which I never use. I've only ever used it for to see my iPod that has a broken screen. I wanted to see my music library on it, which I can't even do anymore because the iPod just broke even more. So then I plug it in, right, that night, and it says, we are resetting your phone and backing it up with the iPod Touch from 2016. And, it gave me the option, but the other option was delete the phone completely, which it had already started doing without my consent. So, here, I'll be quiet for this scene. It's a very emotional scene. Why am I lifting up the rocks?
I have no idea.
Oh, as I lift up the rocks, I said, there's nothing under these rocks. Classic LP Master 6, I remember that.
And here, you were gonna skip it, but then you said Miyamoto would be sad.
Yes, because I had a key. You're supposed to go down and get a key first, and Galen said, oh, you can skip the key, and I was like, there's a key down there. Miyamoto would be sad if I skipped it. Anyway, so, it deleted everything on my phone. It didn't give me the stuff from my old iPod except for my background screen and 2 pictures I accidentally took of my lock screen on an early iPod Touch. Very exciting. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll factory reset this and restore it from my iCloud backup. Anyway, it took me 5 tries. I had to factory reset my phone 4 times because the first one, it did it without my consent. And, the backup was from the day before I installed the app. So I lost nothing but the app, which I re-downloaded today, and, all our commentary for his Pokemon Crystal randomizer, because remember he said he was going to do Pokemon Blue, and then he got tired of it, and so he didn't want to finish that, so then we were doing Crystal, and then, lost all the commentary except for the first recording, and now here we are. Isn't that exciting? So, how's it going, Galen? You got any updates to share?
I'm still jobless.
I don't think we talked about that.
I've been jobless a while.
Yeah, he moved in because he wasn't feeling so hot living in a big city 30 minutes from here where he's lived since I've been mentioning him on this channel, since the conception of this form of LP Master 6. So he now lives with us because it's a lot less stressful.
Yeah.
And plus, his mom is going to be moving away at some point eventually. But you guys don't care about that, do you? Are you Galen's mom fans? You could be. The only person who watches my videos knows her, so... And that's you, Cody Williams. You gotta
Cody, get me a fucking job!
Cody works at Pizza Hut. Not the same Pizza Hut I work at. The one that's, in this town, 5 minutes away from here. Precisely 5 minutes.
Why have you not transferred?
They're a much busier store, and I like managing with Grant and the people I work with now. I was about to mention some confidential information about Pizza Hut. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I knew exactly what you were about to say, too.
Drugs. They do drugs out of the back of the store. Just kidding. That's a rumor. I actually don't think that's true. I think that's just something he said to sound cool or something. Anyway, so, I was...
God, the wall masters are so fucking annoying in this game.
Oh my god, they just don't go away. In Zelda 1, there's a set amount in each room that has them, and they go away. They do not go away in this game. This room gets a lot of people stuck, just like freaking, when Aghanim raped Zelda. And,
into the back of the room.
and the waterfall in Swamp Palace.
At least there's a hint for the
if
waterfall in Swamp Palace.
Is there?
Yeah, you can go into another room and see that
right.
there's another room behind it.
Yeah, there's not a hint for that.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Sick.
That gets on my nerves just watching me die in a dungeon. Because it counts dungeon deaths at the end of the game. So I don't want to have a dungeon death counted against me. Oh, why are we 19 minutes in the... Oh, because there's like a minute and a half of us realizing we didn't have the items. And then I had to redo the dungeons. And now we have to rewatch the next set of dungeons. So I can't wait to, do the final dungeon like 8 times just to finish the playthrough.
This is gonna end up like your fucking Mario 2 Let's Play.
It's not gonna end up like Mario 2. Which, for those who don't know, is gone. Just like my hard drive. So, oh yeah, that's right. I went to that funeral a few days before we recorded this. And, that just made me realize I really need to get in touch with my friends. I really want to get my hard drive fixed. There's no need to wait. Everybody needs to, do what they want to do in their life. And last night I had a big revelation that I think I want to go to therapy for my obsessive compulsive behaviors that have taken over my life and not allowed me to do what I want to do in my free time and in... Oh yeah, here we go. This happens again. I show me getting the key, and then... Okay, yeah.
That was actually a really nice cut.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, we cut out the first try of the boss. But I cut it so perfectly that I actually died to the boss, and we had to go out, and he spent like 10 minutes getting fairies and another magic potion. So this is either Mothra or Mothula. One of them is the Godzilla villain, and one of them is this boss. He thinks this boss is easy. Nobody else does.
I think it's fucking easy.
It's a conveyor floor. You have to dodge a ton of shit.
Yeah, but it's easy to dodge as long as you're paying attention.
He hits like a truck, but you also have to watch your magic meter, aim the fire rod perfectly, which does a lot more.
You don't have to hit him with the fire rod either.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Then you'll be dodging for a lot longer because the fire rod hits for like 3 times the amount of damage the sword does. Ooh. Do I make it without dying? Do I use up one of the fairies? I actually don't remember. Let's find out.
I think you do.
Okay, sure. Well, sorry. Little poopy pants here. Party pooper had to ruin it.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, you poopy pants.
Oh, no, you use a fairy. And you can see that it's starting to glitch out, too.
Is it?
Yeah. That might have been the effect of Mothra hitting you, I'm not sure.
I think it was. What the fuck was that?
That was one of your cats.
There's 2 cats in here and they're both asleep. One of them's on my lap. Okay.
I have no idea what that noise was.
I'm not surprised. Oh, we're already at the end of Skull Woods? Man, I didn't finish about talking about how upset I am and how I want therapy and how I'm I don't know, we can save that for next time.
Yeah.
And now, would you like to do the honors, or would you like me to do the honors?
Let's just not do the honors.
I'm doing the honors. Link, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you! Do you know the prophecy of the Great Cataclysm? This is the way I heard it. If a person who has an evil heart gets the Triforce, a hero is destined to appear, and he alone must face the person who began the Great Cataclysm. If the evil one destroys the hero, nothing can save the world from his wicked reign. Only a person of the Knights of Hyrule, who protected the royalty of Hylia, can become the hero. You are of their bloodline, aren't you? Then you must do this without fail. Okay, I didn't read it. I went too quickly.
Or not quickly enough.
May the way of the hero. I mean, I read it too quickly. Old me read it too quickly. What are you doing? Don't share it on Vimeo.
I was wondering what the V was.
Movie Maker has